Oh, I ran into the wrong one. Hang on a second, guys. Let me fix this. There we go. All right, welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It's time for the Monday Night Fireside Chat, and tonight's topic is canning jams and jellies and preserves and marmalades and all that fun stuff. All right. Oh, man. Yeah. I just realized that. Bear with me for a second here, folks. I just realized why everything's looking kind of blurry. I need to clean my glasses. Just, yeah. Couldn't read what was everybody's actually typing over there, and I missed up on the setup here. Tammy is sick, so she will not be joining us tonight. But Mark is here. And so hopefully we'll have some good stuff, and we're looking for to hear the input from everybody out there. So let's see who's all there. Oh, I can see clearly now. The slime is gone. Okay, so CB at Hugo Homestead was first one in, followed by Chipper66, then Walt Rogers and Phelan Clan Wolf. Mark's hopped in saying hi to everybody with both his channels. Moon Over Miami's here. Howie at Food Forest Permaculture's come in. Glenn at How to Garden. The Swafford Homestead is here. Rachel Knight is here, and she's working on her lunch break. Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man is here. And I'm caught up. Let me wipe this a little bit more. I missed the spot. Ugh. Oh, man. And Geeky Gardens here from Florida. Geeky Gardens, if your mom's getting what I've been getting, she just got another 6 inches of snow today. At least. And I had the back patio cleaned from the back door out to the shop because I was going out to the shop, came in for a couple hours, went back out. And there was like 4 or 5 inches out there. I started shoveling it, started blowing more stuff in there. And it's not a light fluffy, it's a wet, heavy stuff. And it just starts blowing crap in there. And so I came back in, went back out, stopped, started shoveling. Got it shoveled all the way out to the shop door. Parts of it, a good section of it there was like 8-9 inches of snow on there. Hey, Kaylin. Kaylin's in the house. And it's just, like, oh, man, this storm system is going through, and it's going to continue through Thursday, is dumping a record amount of snow here. We definitely have had more snow since Friday than we've had since Labor Day. And this is the worst storm I've ever seen up here, and several other people commenting. This is one of the worst ones, and they've had multiple tractors out trying to move snow and everything else. And, woohoo!
I'm feeling bad now. It was 65 degrees here in Maryland today.
And don't worry, in about it should be hitting this storm, according to the jet stream and everything else, should be going across, and about on Thursday when it passes Ohio, it's shifting. It's pulling a bunch more cold air like it did on us down from Canada, and it's going to move right on across. So by Saturday, you should be seeing it.
Oh, good thing I have some cooking and canning to do.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't get as much snow as we did. Man, jeez.
I had my snowblower completely rebuilt 3 years ago and haven't used it yet.
Yeah, well, you may.
I hope so. I'd like to. Yeah, great chipper.
Actually, I posted on somebody's thing on Facebook. They said, I go, no. It's that daggone
climate change.
No. That terrorist rodent that gave us a false sense of security. Now he's ambushing us with his terrorist pal, Mother Nature, who's who's so drunk and off her meds that we don't know what she's doing. Yeah, someone's posted several times. Whoever's holding Mother Nature's beer, dump it out. She's drunk enough. And someone else posted, yeah, Mother Nature just did 4 seasons, and this was, I guess, last week. Did 4 seasons and an earthquake in one day. Take her potato away from her.
I saw somebody post, please call Mother Nature an Uber.
No, send a physician over there with Valium. Put her to sleep. All right, so let's get on with this here, guys. All right, so canning jams and jellies and preserves and marmalades. That would have been too long, but that's basically it. I'm going to talk about the different things here. Now, so and I love this picture because they put out what it is. So the one on the bottom left there has strawberries in front of it. The next one has either blackberries or some other type of berry. I think it's blackberries. Then you got raspberries on the right. And in the back from left to right, you have fig. And then you have peach. They got chunks of peach in that one. Oh, you got that right. All righty. So, and of course, I listed a bunch and I forgot to put figs in there. But yeah, you can can a lot. There are a lot of different types in here. Every shade there is a different thing, and some of these are mixes too. You can mix them. So you got, apricot, blackberry, blueberry, boysenberry, cherries, orange/citrus varieties of peach, plums, raspberry, rhubarb, strawberry, fig. I keep on forgetting the one. There's one similar to a peach? Oh, nectarines.
Yep. Apple, pear.
Yeah. The apples and pears are more like butter than they are jams and jellies.
Yeah, well, you can make jelly out of the apple skins as long as they're cleaned well.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, they're. Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Frightening stuff.
Bacon makes everything better. There is another type of chili that's not, another type of chili pepper that's not jalapeno. It begins with an I, and my brain worked. Kinder's uses it in their roasted garlic seasoning. Oh, it's so good. Apple jelly, pear preserves. Okay, all right, I stand corrected. I've always had it. We always talked about it as butters. Apple butter, pear butter, some of the other different type of butters and stuff. Besides peanut butter, but yeah,
apple butter is just overcooked applesauce. It tastes great, but it's overcooked applesauce.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give time. We're gonna have to do one on the butters, all the different types of butters. The more I think about it, there's a lot of butters and stuff. Do it. Anyways, so one of the things before I go to the next slide, what I have here in one of my mom's old car jars is what my wife did. So the date on it. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's going to show up if I get the right angle on it. There we go. Low sugar apricot, 6/18/22. This is off our apricot trees in California there. This is the last jar, unopened jar. There's one opened in the fridge. when the grandkids come over and they realize it's in there, when they open it, oh, what's in the fridge? What's up to eat? And they see that and they know I have bread. It's, can you do me toast? And I want Grammy's jam on it. But this is a low sugar. My wife's experimenting with different low sugar recipes for it because, hey, you know, sugar is nice, but, you know, you don't need to have that much sugar in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in the recipes.
Tomato butter. Okay. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I gotta put some. I'm gonna put do butters and stuff. Apple butter, you know, all the other butters here. Hang on. Gotta put it over here.
Tomato butter sounds like it would be great on a garlic bread.
Hmm. Fruit and nut B-U-T-T butters. There, I got it place marked. I'll be in there the end of April by the time we get to it. Oh, this jar sits up with the peanut butter and other stuff up in the top shelf in the corner where they can't get to. But I grew up doing. We had an insane amount of blackberries on the property, and these were cultivated. They were in rows, put up, irrigation watered, and everything else. And I don't know how many. All I know is we do it like for 3 weekends of canning, Saturday and Sunday. A lot on Saturday, go to church Sunday morning, can when we get home Sunday afternoon. And so it's constant, you know, like 10 hours on Saturday and 5 hours on Sunday of canning, you know, water bath canning, blackberry jam. And it was a mixture of thumbberries, olollies, thornless olollies, and I can't remember what the others are. Some of the others, they were really small and more flavorful, according to my brothers and sisters. I never ate the blackberries and stuff. I would can it all for everybody else, but if I didn't have to go down and pick, I'd be in the kitchen there canning with my grandmother the entire time, just so I didn't have to go down and pick.
We vacationed in Maine every year growing up, and every year we came home with like 4 or 5 gallons of blueberries. I think that's the only reason why my mom wanted to go to Maine, just to make the kids pick blueberries, and we just had blueberry jam in the house like for years.
Yeah. And there is, you know, it's, you know, just listening to all the different channels out there during the summertime and into fall, talking about, you know, we're going to be canning this jam or that jam and different things they're doing. It's like jams and jellies seem to be, especially jams, seem to be a really American thing. I watched a video today, a British couple trying for the first time peanut butter and jam sandwiches. And they were using strawberry jelly, and they don't, I don't know. Someone said to be careful of the chunks, but there's no chunks in this jelly. And I've typed in the comments, jam has chunks, jelly is, you know, is strained. Now I did from our grape plants back when I was a teenager there. You know, we had some Concord grapes that are growing up over the pump house. I picked a bunch of them and stuff, and I did make 3 pints of grape jelly. Mulberries.
Yes, they can. You got to be good to pick them. There's actually a trick to that I learned from my friend's father. He made mulberry wine every year. He would spread the sheets on the ground, old sheets that he used every year. He had a very large wooden mallet he made, and he wrapped burlap around the tree, and he would just hammer the tree, and all the berries would fall. He'd do that 3-4 times, maybe 5 times during the summer. and when they were ripe, and he would take them all in the house, put them in a bag, make wine out of it, and his wife would make mulberry jam or jelly out of it too. But yeah, picking them by hand is not fun. But doing that method, if I had a mulberry tree, oh yeah, I would be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, what you just said reminded me of back when I was a kid. There in Martinez, and the area we're in was all agricultural. One of the areas that got developed later on behind the house where my wife is at right now, that whole area back behind it was all almond orchards. And we would go over there and help the guy harvest. And he had a thing, a burlap thing. He'd wrap it. It had so it was several layers of burlap with some 2x4s on it. When it was laying flat, they were touching, but when you wrap it, it spread out a little bit, wrap around the tree. And so he had so basically you have this thing with all these 12-inch long 2x4s, wrap it around the tree, we'll have rope tied in place, and take a sledgehammer and hit the boards.
Yep.
And of course, after we spread out tarps underneath the tree, and it would rain almonds. Cool.
What do you need cuttings for? I have where I used to live. The birds eat the blue mulberries, and they just seed everywhere. I used to have weed trees all over my yard of mulberries.
Yeah. Yeah. So there is a lot. I mean, I know that list I showed here. That's not even half the different types of jams and jellies and preserves and marmalades. So one of the things I was reading, so I listed orange/citrus on there. They were talking about pineapple marmalade, lemon, different lemon marmalades. One says, "Oh, this one's good." So and they were people one of these little chat things that I was on there when I was looking stuff up. Another one commented, "No, Meyer lemon is the best lemon marmalade." Someone else, "Oh no, this one's the best lemon marmalade." It's like, okay, so I know we got 3 different lemon trees that we planted in California, and so I'm not sure if we'll be digging those up and bringing those up here. But hey, Prepper for the Ages, how's it going? But yeah, and then we have another one. I'm not sure what it is, but that tree had froze off before I bought the house, and it had come back up from the rootstock. So, but it also has big old monster, bigger than softball lemons on it. But I never thought of making a marmalade with that. But yeah, there is. I mean, if we harvest enough strawberries that we don't eat while we're harvesting them, my wife was wanting to make some strawberry jam. But she brought up boysenberries. So I got boysenberries out here in the shop surviving. I do have strawberries up here. She has the blueberries down there still. She's not going to bring them up here until I get a couple of those IBC totes set up to this proper pH so she can bring them up here and plant them up here. So we will have, and then we're going to put blackberries over by the irrigation ditch. So we'll have blackberries, blueberries, boysenberries, strawberries. We'll be planting an apricot tree. We're going to plant a peach tree. Not sure about a plum tree or not, but we'll be planting a cherry tree. So if we do things right, my wife will be making lots of jam once she retires for the wintertime. But I was hoping Tammy was I'm so bummed that Tammy's not here, but she's feeling sick, so because there was so much stuff I know she wanted to talk about. But I'm going to move on to something else here that Mark here had planted in my brain, not knowing, talking about the freeze drying and stuff. All right.
Can't freeze dry jelly. Tried it. Doesn't work. Nah, too much sugar. I did it a couple times. I tried it a couple times with my jellies. It's way too sticky because there's so much sugar in it.
Well, that's why you got to do a low sugar one.
Well, yeah.
All right. So, first of all, what is the difference? Difference between jams, jellies, jelly is basically fruit juice strained to remove seeds, thickened with pectin or sugar. Jam is mashed fruit and juice thickened with pectin and/or sugar. Preserves are like, come on, get back here. Preserves are like jam, but they contain chunks rather than mashed fruit. Marmalade is a citrus preserve made with thin slices of citrus fruit with the peel intact. Orange, lemons, limes, and other citrus fruits like pineapples. So that's what I looked up. That's the definitions I got from. So if you want chunky stuff, you do preserves. If you want something a little bit thicker and more meatier than jelly, that's your jam. And then your citrus stuff is marmalades. And there's some other marmalades too. I saw one of the things they were talking about, and I can't remember what it was, but there's some other things that you can do marmalades with too as well.
Oh, boils down to how much work you want to do.
Yeah.
Preserves are easy. Jam is almost as easy. Jelly, you're doing a lot of straining, and I do. Yeah, Marshmallow Man said he's got cherry trees. I have sour cherries at one of the local farms by me, and I'll buy 10, 15 pounds of them, and I'll sit there and take the pits out of every one of them and boil them up, strain them out, and I have a nice clear dark red jelly. And everybody steals it from me. My kids steal it all the time.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and take that banner off down there. Okay. Back. All right. So what I got something here to try. Just as a thought I was thinking about, guys. So everybody side chat, let me know what you think about this. New idea. Take your favorite jam, or whatever, low sugar variant, as low as sugar as you can get away with doing it. Spread it on it, when that's still nice and hot. Spread it on a silicone. You can get these silicone sheets that go on dehydrating trays. Spread it on that. Put it in there and process it till it's almost like fruit leather.
In a freeze dryer?
No. In a dehydrator.
Yeah, dehydrate. You don't want to add this. You don't need to add any sugar to that. You can just mash your fruit and put it on your trays and throw it in a dehydrator, and it tastes great. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you get it all, so it's nice and thin. And so you put it out all cooked, put it on there. Then when it's almost like when it's in the fruit leather, take a pizza cutter, cut it into cubes, and then freeze dry that. You could. I probably won't.
Well, I'm saying that way it would make it last forever without having to put it in a jar.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's also something, and if it freeze dries right with the lowest sugar possible, then it makes great little candies.
Well, I freeze dry fruit puree. Mm-hmm. So I'll puree up like peaches and cherries, just throw them together in a food processor, put them in my little cube trays and throw them in a freeze dryer. And yeah, they're great. I mean, it's just fruit. Now you need something to drink with, or you could rehydrate it and make your sauces out of it, like peach, cherry, whatever sauce. You just add a little bit of water. It's thick. Add too much water, and you're making a smoothie.
Yeah. So let me look something up here real quick here. I see a term I'm not familiar with. Where'd it go? C-O-M-O, no, C-O-P-O-T-E.
Compote.
Defined.
Fruit compote.
Preserved or cooked in syrup. A bowl-shaped dessert dish with a stem. This is what I'm reading. Put it in there. There it is. Pluralist compost, fruit preserved or cooked in syrup. So it's okay. Cool. Yeah, it's that time. It's ad time, folks. We'll just sit with it here and not say anything important while the ads play. All right, Rachel. Oh, the bowl has a stem like a Paul Bunyan-sized wine glass. Oh, okay. But yeah, I can't believe also what I noticed today I was watching several videos on different jams and jellies and stuff, and there was 2 different channels that said, hey, and I froze. 2 different channels that said that the platform had been demonetizing some of their videos that were they were doing food reactions and stuff because it wasn't what's the word they use?
It wasn't food related.
No, it wasn't the commercial people friendly. It wasn't friendly to people putting commercials on it.
Advertiser friendly.
Yeah, advertiser friendly. Yeah. However, on both those ones, every 10 minutes there was 2 5-minute ads coming on it.
Yeah, those are the free ones that you don't get paid for.
Yeah, we'll see. When I've noticed that YouTube's been trying to do this lately is they make it, we're limiting revenue on it because it's not advertiser friendly, and they pack a ton of advertisers to it when anybody watches it.
That's because they make money, and that way you don't, and they make
that
more
way
money.
They don't have to pay. Say, it's not advertiser friendly, so we're not going to pay you anything. But they put a lot of ads on because they know people are going to watch your video, but it's not advertiser friendly, so we're going to collect all the revenue.
So you mentioned compote. You got chutney as well.
Yeah. All right. How do you spell that?
Chutney.
Tney. I've heard chutney, but I've never. Okay, so let's see what it says. It says chutney, noun, a spicy condiment made of fruits or vegetables with vinegar, spices, sugar, originating in India. Various of chutneys and yogurt dips. Okay, so it's not really a jam type thing though. You wouldn't spread it on bread or
that's a topping or a dip.
Yeah, or scones or muffins. You wouldn't put it on a Thomas's English muffin with all its nooks and crannies. Well, maybe they would in England. Yeah, there's I noticed several other channels and stuff, and also on Tammy's Facebook page, more people talking about low sugar canning. And what I was surprised was some of the reaction to some of the people is, oh, when you take a low sugar, it's not preserved well enough. You got to make sure you have lots of sugar in it.
No, you don't.
And I'm thinking, quit. This is Rebels Canners. Quit reading the USDA bought and paid for book.
Sugar doesn't do it. It's the pectin and the sugar together, and they make low sugar pectin. I made blueberry jelly and didn't add any pectin to it. It started to thicken all by itself.
Yeah.
So there was sugar in it. So, but a lot of fruits like apples and blueberries and that have a lot of natural pectin in them.
Yeah.
Well,
that's where pectin comes from, is from apples.
Yep.
They process the
it's in the skins.
The skins to get pectin, and that's where it comes from. But yeah, so I'm still amazed at looking up above me here, all the different colors of the different jams, and just thinking of all the different mixtures that are in there. And I'm just looking at one of the colors. And one of the colors, the one right there of my finger, looks almost like it's a mixture of strawberry and orange. I'm just kind of wondering, my mind's, hey, Courtney. Oh, and King Poopaw's here too.
Hey, one jelly you didn't bring up, and what? I won't make it. Hold on a second. Somebody's texting me. I won't make it, but you can make jelly out of fruit juice, which you mentioned, and soda, which I won't do that anymore. People make Dr. Pepper jelly, Mountain Dew jelly.
Oh,
you pick yeah, exactly. It's not sugar in there, but you can thicken it and make jelly out of it. Some kids love it. Of course they do. Those are the ones that drink the sodas by the ton. I won't make it. I thought about making it way back in the day, so I started reading the ingredients and went, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
The thing is with the sodas, it's like, wait a minute, you're throwing in a boatload of high fructose corn syrup into your jelly?
And chemicals and everything else they put in there. But you can do it. If you really want to, you can make Mountain Dew jelly. Gotcha.
You watched it. Make Mountain Dew mead.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. Yep. Throw some yeast in there.
I'm going to stick to water. Oh, shoot. I just realized what I didn't do. Hang on, guys. Control C. Come on. They just screwed up on me. Dang it. Come on. Give me. I just lost the URL on this. Dang it. All right. Another way. Hang on. Give me. I was going to put the thing in there. Sent. There we go. There we go. More than one way of getting it back. That's all really I do is just click on another tab and it does it. All right, Courtney, if you want to come up, there's the link. Anybody else that does canning and wants to come up, Swaffers, anybody, and we can talk on this stuff. They're pinning it to the top. There we go. But yeah, to me, the more I learn about different things, I used to love eating jams and jellies all the time. And now it's okay. Now I got to go to low sugar because sugar's not good for me. And just trying to figure out different ways. I'm just wondering how low of sugar you can go on some, like for strawberries and apricots. Those are my favorites, and grape. That's a whole nother animal there. But yeah, be interesting experimenting with to see what how low of sugar I can go, and just adding some pectin to it. Here comes Lewis. Hey, Lewis.
Hey.
Yeah, there's
elderberry jam.
Elderberry. Broussards do elderberry jam. And some of the others down there in Louisiana and Alabama do elderberry jam. I checked us in the house with the question. Anybody can nut butters, peanut butter, Nutella, almond butter. Canning it, I don't know. But I do know I put it, it's on the butters are on the list for in April. All the different type butters, the nut butters, the apple butters, the pear butters. And I'm going to talk about butters, and then hopefully those that do butters, can come up and offer their stuff on it.
Yeah, I made a bunch of jam in the fall. I only used half the amount of sugar I was supposed to use. Used the rest for pectin. It's just too much sugar in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some research on the butters and stuff, and dig into the recipe books on the shelf there, and see the cookbooks and stuff, and see if they have anything on doing the butters and stuff. Actually, give me a second. I got something right here I can look up here real quick here. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. All right. Okay, so this what I'm about to show you came off of Tammy's Facebook page. Somebody posted it there. All right, so this is, let's see, where's the this is the 1945 Kerr home canning book. Price was 10 cents. And processing. Okay, I'm just looking here. Oh, let me go all the way to the back, because that's where this is, oh, there we go. Preserves. Oh, yeah. Pineapples, preserves, kumquat, green tomato, cherry sunshine, citron preserves, crabapple preserves, cranberry preserves, currant preserves, fig preserves, grapes, peaches, pears, pumpkin preserves, quince, apple preserves, pineapple preserves, raspberry, strawberry, cherry preserves. There's one name there all together there. Watermelon rind preserves. Okay, and then jams, all the different jams.
There's another one, dandelion jelly.
Yeah. You said dandelion jelly. I think Teresa Stringfield Ridge Farm talked about doing some of that.
Just got to find dandelions that weren't sprayed with pesticides and chemicals.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. This topic here is fruit butters and conserves. Conserves.
Yep.
Apple butter, apricot butter, carrot, winter squash, or pumpkin butter. Hey, Courtney, there you go. Carrot butter. Grape, peach, pear, plum, tomato and apple, California Bar-le-Duc, which is apricots, and I can't read it. All right, you got cherry, cranberry, gooseberry, and rhubarb conserve. Peach and cantaloupe conserves. Peach and raisin, all sorts, And if anybody can't find this on Tammy's website, drop me an email and I'll just email you the PDF.
You probably could make, if you really wanted, some pomegranate jelly and make some mint jelly too.
Yeah. Oh man, a whole bunch, and all the different ways of doing marmalades. Loquat, Harlequin, Guaya, Guaya, or is that VA?
Guaya or guava.
Yeah. Prune marmalade.
Ooh, that'll fix you.
Yeah, I'll fix you up. But yeah. So there are a bunch more than I was even thinking. I should have been looking at that book to begin with. I apologize. I should have brought that up before.
You find more stuff in the old books than you do in the new stuff.
Oh yeah, it's because there were all these recipes, but the certain people got paid off literally.
We don't have the money to test it,
not to do their testing on it, so they can't say, "Well, we haven't tested it, so we can't say it's safe." And someone goes, "Oh, they say it's not safe." No, they say they can't say it's safe, even though people have been doing it for hundreds of years and no one's died from it. But they can't. They're not going to test it because they've been paid not to.
No, they're too busy telling everybody you're going to get botulism if you make your own food at home.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I have to make onion jam again. I made sweet onion jam once. That was really good. Tammy had the recipe online on her Facebook page for a while.
So I saw one comment and I go, what? And I went back up and found the first comment. So
tomato butter.
So tomato butter, is that just ketchup? And Courtney again, tomato mustard or jam? And then King Poopa?
Ketchup.
Oh, I have. Okay, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, I have a bunch of syrups I made. Didn't set, put in a jar, can it anyway. Goes great on pancakes.
Oh, okay. It's also called chokeberry.
Aronia berries or chokeberries?
Yes.
Okay.
I find berries to make some of the best syrups.
Yeah. So it says Aronia berries, for instance, chokeberries, and nutrition benefits of more. This is from Healthline, and about it is from the Wikipedia. Aronia is a genus of delicious shrubs. The chokeberries in the Rosine, native to eastern North America, most commonly found in wet woods and swamps. The genus Aronia is considered to have 3 species. Most commonly, and what it is the Aronia Melano Carpa. So cool. Learned something new just now, folks.
If my friend Richard is watching, he's lurking. Sorry, Richard, you can't have my onion jam because there's way too much sugar in it. Sorry, bud. He'll text me later and be like, "Oh, come on, make it low sugar." It's like, no, there's no such thing as low sugar. You can do it, but it doesn't taste good.
Oh, just thinking here.
Yeah, elderberries make good syrup too.
This may be totally weird and disgusting. I don't know. I think an alternative to sugar. Well, I was thinking something else. So I came back to, honey obviously is a substitute.
You can't can honey though. That it ruins it. Well, you can,
Yeah.
but
yeah. But I was thinking. But the first thing that popped in my head was maple syrup. Onion maple syrup. Is that going to be gross?
Yeah, I have to work on that one for you. I'll let you know. If it works, I'll send you a jar.
I mean, I'm just thinking out of the box of ways for cutting down on processed sugar using other things that you can get. Because I know
natural.
Red Poppy Ranch, about 85 miles south of me here, has a couple hundred acres of maple trees.
Oh, I bet they make some syrup.
And he's for several years now he was thinning them out and stuff, trying to give them a chance to, because they were crowding themselves so much they weren't getting big trees. They were dwarfing themselves. And he thinned out a bunch and they started growing bigger. So he said, maybe a couple more years before they get up to good size for doing it.
I found
molasses may work.
I found one sugar maple on my property so far, and it's a good 20 inches in diameter, but I don't think that's going to give me enough to make more than about a half a cup of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make maple syrup every year, and for what I get, it may be a pint to a liter, and I sometimes ask myself, is it really worth it? But yes, it is.
It takes a lot of time and energy, but I'll eat it.
yeah, and it is worth it, for that pint or quart.
Now, one of the things here, you just thought, is it worth it? Well, if things go south and you're able to make it yourself, it'll be worth it because you'll be sell it for a lot. Because there are some people that'll pay dearly to get their maple syrup in SHTF or Twaki situation.
Unless if you've made it. Yeah, unless if you've made it, the amount of liters that or gallons that you would need just to make one quart. Boiling it down for 2-3 days.
What is it, like 20 to 1? Maple sap, it's like 20 to 1. It's like 20 gallons of maple sap to make 1 gallon of syrup, and that's a lot of energy and time, and it better be worth a lot of money when you're done.
I saw someone. I've seen several channels taking the sorghum and running it through a press to get the juices out to make their syrup. Now, I checked off. I've heard people doing birch.
You can do it.
Syrup, and I'm trying to think of a couple of the other trees.
Birch is another one. I think birch, it's like 100 to 1.
Yeah, the concentration of natural sugars in it is much less than sugar maples.
Yeah.
How about pine syrup? No, I'm just kidding.
No. That's called napalm. All right, good question here. Can you extract fruit sugars?
Probably. It's probably a really long process.
Yeah, I mean, it's better just to eat the fruit. I'm sorry, it's just better to eat the fruit. Or if you want to make fruit sugars to put on your oatmeal or whatever else, just cut the fruit up and sprinkle it on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's so much thing. I'm just thinking here. I'm lucky here where I'm at right now is that a lot of farmers around here grow sugar beets. And if I wanted to, I could probably talk to them and ask if I could walk the field after they've done their harvesting to see if I could find anything that got left in there, small ones that didn't mature right, or just they grew but they were over. The other ones got crowded them out. And
I would ask them, first question I would ask them: do you spray your fields with anything? Because that's the kicker right there.
Yeah,
I talked about that already. If you sugar beets, they spray it for the bugs, and when you pick the chemical they're spraying on there, so they can harvest them all at the same time. So that's the other issue with sugar beets. That's why when you buy sugar, Domino sugar, or it's as long as it says pure cane sugar, you don't need to spray sugar cane with anything because it doesn't attract bugs. No problems. But sugar beets, they attract bugs, so they got to spray the stuff. So that's why I stay away. I steer clear of just when it says sugar. It's not cane.
Yeah, our maple trees, I don't know in the States, but up here in Canada, ants. There's a particular type of ant that eats out the center of maple trees.
Sounds
like a sugar ant. Just kidding.
Yeah, I can see the ants burrowing into a maple tree, going, okay, we're gonna get fat and sassy here this winter.
Yeah, I mean, like when I burrow up the middle, it'd be like if it's a 200 or 300-year-old tree, and the ants got to it, you could jump in the middle of it.
Oh shoot, I got to get that set up too. Okay, coming up here tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping, the topic is going to be disaster laundry. Take your laundry, your clothes and stuff during the disaster. Midnight Ride. I know that Grow Big TV actually pushed theirs back an hour. So I may move it up to 10 o'clock Eastern, because that's when they should be getting done. And so I'll probably kick it off, as soon as Grow Big TV is done. So it'll be a couple hours earlier. Friday, hydroponics. Dustin, are you still in here? See, the answer's up. I know some doing those AeroGrow hydroponic indoor garden things, and so anybody has any experience with those, please, or someone that does, send them my way. That's going to be on Friday. On Friday down the Homestead, it's going to be hydroponics. Saturday was one that was suggested. Hang on, let me see. Saturday's topic on Survival Saturday was suggested by Cold War Prepper, and it's saws for thriving in SHTF, all the different type saws. You're figuring saws, stuff like that. What are you thinking about? We're talking about making construction wood, construction lumber. Next Monday, topic's going to be hot pack versus cold pack. Hopefully Tammy will be better by next Monday, and because this is one that's probably going to generate a lot of questions. Because well, just on her Facebook page, someone says, "Oh, you should have cold packed that." Well, you can't cold pack it. You need to hot pack it. Oh, we cold pack it. All the different type things, back and forth. You've seen it, right, Mark?
Oh yeah, constantly. I kind of don't comment there anymore because I'm not going to get into it.
So anyway, going to talk about cold pack versus hot pack and for canning. And then, so that's what's coming up next week. I think she may have dropped out, but yeah, I know you're right. That was a good question there. How's Fred doing? Let's see.
Well, if she's sick, she's not anywhere near him right now.
Yeah, I'm just looking, checking on the side chat here. Kaylin's found plum sugar. And fruit sugars. You can extract fruit juices, yeah. And I think Courtney has the juicer. Several other people have been getting the juicers and doing their videos on the fruit juicers. Oh, palm sugar. Sorry, palm sugar. Thank you for correcting me. Clean the glasses a little more again here. My mom used to rag on me as ever since I was about 8 years old, about how long my eyelashes are, and that's what happens. My eyelashes rub against the glasses here and starts leaving oily streak and stuff. She goes, "You got such beautiful long lashes, and you're a boy." There's Lewis back. So yeah. So anyway, that's what's coming up. Thank you, Mark, for coming up here and helping me out. Lewis, thank you for coming up. Everyone in side chat, thank you for your comments and questions and keeping the topic going. Like I said again, if let's see if I can bring it up here. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if I can bring this up over here. I can show it to you here. Rebel Canners. Okay, so this link here is Tammy's Rebel Canners page, and recent files. You go through that, the different ones, but if you can click see all, let's see it there. There it is. There it is right there. The 1945 Kerr canning book PDF. You can download it. So it got bumped again. So someone keeps bringing it back to the top, but it got bumped again with the chicken rice soup for canning. But there it is right there. You just click on it, you can download it. So there you go. If you want that PDF. All right, everyone. I'm gonna say goodnight here, and I'm going out to see how much it snowed while I was in here. And if you're up to it, I'll see you tomorrow night over on Gray Man Prepping for Disaster Laundry.
Sounds good.
See ya.
Thanks, Phil.
See y'all later.
Have a good night.